Let me introduce another whole concept, and that is the field of view of the camera itself. So in this case, we're trying to, of course, capture this tree with this lens, focal length 3, and this is what the image is generated. So in this case, the field of view is this angle. Let me introduce a new term to help us understand how we can actually compute the field of view and refer to this as that, and I will refer to that as h, which in essence is the sensor size. So in this case, the sensor size is the entire region here, and of course, therefore, I can reconstruct the entire tree. But now, based on this, we can start coming up with a formula that will let us figure out exactly what this angle would be. So given this h, we are interested in computing this angle, which we refer to as the field of view. And for simplicity's sake, let's say call this angle theta for now. So we're interested in computing theta. Okay. To help us do this, first we can actually look at that there is a triangle here, and this angle theta is exactly the same angle theta here. Let's just take this half triangle. H goes over there, so this would be h over 2. This would be f. This is theta over 2. So theta over 2 is basically inverse tangent of h to f. Correct? So in essence, theta would be 2 tangent inverse h over 2f, which is primarily what this equation is. To help us look at this now, let's take the same equation, but now actually we can create focal length, which is twice that one. Of course, now I have this much larger tree, except let's say our sensor is exactly the same size, h. So if I was to use this sensor size, basically everything of that image would be cut off here, there, and therefore also means my field of view should also be smaller. This is my field of view, which is the same, I guess, for this one. And of course, I can't see the entire tree. Let's look at this a little bit more carefully again. Basically, the sensor size can be small, then the field of view is also small. And smaller sensors, of course, can capture fewer number of pixels and may also have other issues like noisier pixels and stuff. So let's take the same example, except now have h here. This was the equation we looked at, and this was my field of view. What happens if I make h smaller? Well, my field of view would get smaller and smaller. So in this case, let's say I go for a smaller h, which is this. My field of view is only now just this much. So that basically is, of course, because field view is directly related to both focal length and the size of the sensor. I will actually showcase this using real pictures next.